For this topic, I decided to pick brain injury and how it affects people. I've always been interested in the brain and how we can survive something like falling off a bridge and still be able to function as a normal person. I always thought that was interesting, and that's why I decided to pick this topic. Now, more than 200,000 people experience traumatic brain injury every year. Traumatic brain injury is an altercation of a brain function caused by an external force, such as falling off a bridge, getting shot, being in a car accident, not wearing a helmet and being in a motorcycle accident, things like that. A non-traumatic brain injury is damage to the brain by internal forces, like lack of oxygen, exposure to toxins, and say you had a tumor on the brain and it was putting pressure. That would be a non-traumatic brain injury. Now, our brain is divided into two sides, the left side and the right side. The left side people, as we would describe them, are very analytical, logical, precise, organized, detached, literal, very black and white type of people. Then you have your right side people that are creative, imaginative, intuitive, empathic, figurative. They are very gray area type of people. Then each of your brains, there are broken into lobes. We have the frontal lobe, which is your attention, your concentration, your awareness, personality, emotions, problem solving, judgments, and a few others. Then you have your temporal lobe, which is your memory, your understanding of language, your hearing, and your organization. You have your partial lobe, which is your sense of touch, depth perception, identification, and identification of shapes, colors, sizes, and visual perception. You have your brain stem, which is your breathing, your arousal, your consciousness, your heart rate, and your sleep-awake cycles. Your cerebrum is your balance and coordination, skilled motor activity, and visual perception. Then you have your arterial brain lobe, which is your vision. Now, some of these lobes are able to take a hit more than others. If you were to take a hit in your brain stem, you would most likely pass away due to that. Because if that is injured, you're not getting the correct, it is not regulating your heart rate, your breathing, and a few others to keep you alive. So most brainstem injuries are fatal. Whereas the frontal lobe your brain is important all the way around. But say in your frontal lobe you were to get an injury, you would have a better chances of surviving but you might come out not really having a personality, or you're unable to keep concentration. Things like that. It's not impossible to live, it just makes it harder. Now, same with your temporal lobe and your few other lobes. Now, your arterial lobe is your vision. So damage there could result in loss of vision. If you have loss in vision, if you had vision your whole life, that can be a huge change for someone to then go from seeing the world to being blind. It's a sharp adjustment, but you would still live your best as you could daily life. Each brain injury is not the same from one person to the next. And we do our best and study all of these brain injuries to understand what is going on. But it is most definitely important to take care of your brain, eat healthy, eat right, so that everything's functioning right, and making sure that you protect it to the best of your ability.